Our top story this evening. Delhi has a new chief minister. Aam Aadmi Party leader Atishi took oath today, days after Arvind Kejriwal got bail in the Delhi liquor policy case and announced his resignation. Atishi, remember, is the youngest to become Delhi's chief minister and only the third woman to assume the position. Before she took oath, she and AAP leaders who were part of her cabinet met with Arvind Kejriwal. Mukesh Ahlawat, a first-time MLA from Sultanpur Majra, is the new face in Atishi's cabinet. The others, of course, are Gopal Rai, Imran Hussain, Kailash Gahlot and Saurabh Bharadwaj. All of them took oath as new ministers today. Now, as far as ministries are concerned, the chief minister has 13, which includes finance, education, water and services. Saurabh Bharadwaj has 8, which includes the health ministry as well. Gopal Rai and Kailash Gahlot retain their ministries of environment and transport respectively. Imran Hussain has election and food supply, while Mukesh Ahlawat has SC/ST and labour ministries. Now listen in to what the new chief minister Atishi had to say after taking oath.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी और उनके एलजी साहब ने अस्पताल में मिलने वाली दवाइयां रोक दी, अस्पताल में और मोहल्ला क्लिनिक में टेस्ट रोक दिए, दिल्ली से कूड़ा उठना रुक गया। लेकिन मैं आज आपको आश्वासन दे रही हूं कि अब अरविंद केजरीवाल जी जेल से बाहर आ गए हैं और उनके मार्गदर्शन में दिल्ली में कूड़ा भी उठेगा, सड़कें भी ठीक होंगी, पानी के बिल भी ठीक होंगे, दिल्ली में जो सीवर की समस्या है वो भी ठीक होगी, जो दवाइयां नहीं मिल रही हैं उसको भी हम ठीक करेंगे। मैं दिल्ली वालों को यह आश्वासन देना चाहती हूं कि अब अरविंद केजरीवाल जी जेल से बाहर हैं।
All right, to talk more on this on the broadcast, I'm joined by Anil Gupta, spokesperson for the BJP, Karan Verma, author, Dr. Nikul Patel of the Congress Party joining us, and we're also expecting Hakeem Rizwan Ilahi, political analyst, to join us shortly. Good evening, namaskar to all of you. Anil Gupta, let me start with you. The BJP has been calling Atishi as a puppet chief minister. She's made it clear that her list of priorities includes, one, that they will work towards getting Arvind Kejriwal back to the chief minister's position, as well as complete the tasks that were halted because Arvind Kejriwal was arrested. Your first thoughts on that?
Yeah, good evening to you and all the viewers. See, Atishi ji has been unsuccessful as a minister, and the people of Delhi have no expectation from her government on moving forwards. I think only the face has changed, not the character of the government. Since the government remains the same, the corruption, irresponsibility and the chaos will present. If Atishi really wants to offer a change government, she should first open the former CM Kejriwal's huge bungalow, which was built at the cost of over rupees 60 crores during the corona period, and so that people of Delhi can see how they were exploited. You know, let me give you some example of the Atishi as a minister. You know, when she was the this water minister, you know, for last 9.5 years, not even a single liter water treatment capacity has increased in Delhi, and she was the water minister when the water shortage was there. She just sat on the air-conditioned dharna and just moved after this problem. You know, still, I'm surprised she admitted all the problems of Delhi today. I just heard on your channel. But she has to explain why 28,000 kilometers of Delhi roads were not repaired since 9.5 years. Why the roughly 15,000, just a minute, 15,000 drainage system has not been corrected by her 9.5 years. But I think she will continue with the same thing. But I hope if she takes some independent decision, and then might be for next 3-4 months, the Delhi will get some benefit. Otherwise, I think it is the same thing which was there in the past. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, let me get in Dr. Nikul Patel on this. Dr. Patel, do you want to respond to this? The fact that there are a lot of questions being asked on whether Atishi will be able to take independent decisions.
See, definitely. Firstly, I would like to reply to my BJP friend who said that corruption. I think the Nitin Gadkari said that in the government, file will only move depending upon the weight on the file. And that people are talking of that corruption. Now, again, coming to the Delhi government, we know that what happened in last 6-8 months, and Kejriwal were into the jail due to some allegations of corruption. And definitely for Atishi, it will be a big challenging task. See, understanding the administration and carrying out the activity in the Delhi, which has been held, and now she has to prove herself. Secondly, definitely she will be taking guidance from the senior, that is Arvind Kejriwal, in doing daily activities. But again, the people of the Delhi has to take a call when the fresh elections will be declared. So Atishi has a big role to play to bring back the value of their own party, which they have lost during the last 1.5 years, about how the scams has been exposed and their own chief minister were behind the bars and still on bail on charges framed by ED and CBI. So let's see what happens next.
But Dr. Nikul Patel, while you say that Atishi has this job, the only thing that she's been reiterating since her name was announced as the Chief Minister of Delhi is the fact that all of them will work towards getting Arvind Kejriwal back to the Chief Minister's position.
Definitely, yes. They were in the plan to make Arvind Kejriwal ji back to CM, but we know how Supreme Court have imposed restrictions on carrying out the activity as a CM as well as moving to the Legislative Assembly. So now they have no option, and now Atishi, during the last 6 months, how he carried out the entire activity was the probable candidate. Major of the media also shown her as the probable chief minister of Delhi, and that is how now it has come as chief minister. Now, again, once you are assigned as a chief minister duty, your role is also different as previously. So I say that her challenges will be first to meet the expectation of the people of the Delhi. Secondly, how she carried out the governmental activity. And thirdly, after this term is over, when the fresh elections will be declared, if something is not in the favor of Aam Aadmi Party, then her role will definitely be seen as what she is not able to justify what she was charged for.
Karan Verma, one of the things that the BJP is accused of is the fact that they are not letting Aam Aadmi Party function the way they would want to and serve the people of Delhi. And between the tussle between BJP and AAP, the people of Delhi are suffering. We've got challenges, we've got problems, but this never-ending tutu meme has really not solved the problems of Delhiites, which we have seen in the past year. There's been heavy water logging, there's been water shortage, winters are coming, there'll be air pollution for sure. Nobody is talking about these problems. BJP is blaming Aam Aadmi Party is blaming the BJP.
So, Shreya, let's just objectively look at what Atishi has accomplished as a minister or what the AAP government has done. I mean, it's easy to just, put the blame on someone. But what have they done actually? They talk about the Delhi education model a lot, and Atishi has been responsible. She's said that this is a feather in her cap. Out of the 1,027 schools, only 203 have a principal or a headmaster. 80% don't have a principal or headmaster. I'm taking on their education model. This is, by the way, stated by the NCPCR, which has asked the Delhi government to give an explanation on that. 2/3 of the schools, the so-called Delhi education model, 2/3 don't teach science in class 11th and 12th. The classroom scam. I mean, they have overshot by 3,000 crores. And then they say, how dare you have an inquiry against us? The CVC asked for it. And Atishi, I'm not even going into the details of whether she'll be a remote control CM or whether she's a CM just for 3 months. But the Delhi Jal Board, it is bleeding dry today. We've had 40 deaths due to electrocution this year in Delhi. The MCD, which is also under the AAP control right now, they failed to desilt the drains and they said it on the floor of the house in the MCD Civic Center. So the fact is they failed in their responsibility, complete abdication of responsibility, and then to use it politically. I think people of Delhi are smart enough to look through it. Yamuna hasn't been cleaned. The Delhi Drainage Master Plan, Shreya, was promised in 2016 by Arvind Kejriwal. In 2017, IIT Kharagpur gave a report. They could not reply back to it till as late as 2020, and we are back to zero. So the fact is they have failed on every single governance parameter. Today, Atishi will have some tough questions to answer. She's failed as a minister on so many fronts. And what difference is it going to make? She's already
We're
saying,
also joined by Hakeem Rizwan Ilahi. He's there on the broadcast with us. Let me get him to respond to you. Hakeem Rizwan Ilahi, you heard Karan Verma. saying that these are the kind of problems that Delhiites have faced, and that whether you talk about the education model or Delhi's infrastructure, Aam Aadmi Party, he says, has failed on all accounts. Now, when we listen to Atishi, she's only talking about how the Aam Aadmi Party wants to get Arvind Kejriwal back on the Chief Minister's position. Why is nobody in the Aam Aadmi talking about the problems that Delhiites are facing?
Ma'am, first of all, let me tell you, Aam Aadmi Party is such a party who has made, who has made a name in the politics in the history of India, and this party has worked for the downtrodden people of the nation, especially the Delhiites. They have given them schools, they have given them education, which any other party couldn't. See, these are all narratives what Bharatiya Janata Party has been throwing. They are just trying to derail whoever comes in their opposition.
Hakeem Rizwan Ilahi, leave the BJP aside. Is this a narrative that we saw when there were visuals of heavy waterlogging in Delhi, when there was water shortage in the middle of the heat wave in Delhi, with poor children from the slum areas, from urban middle-class people facing that water shortage?
I understand that very well.
Was it a narrative created by the BJP, or was that the real situation that Delhiites faced from slum areas to urban middle class?
Ma'am, I'll tell you one thing. So why have they arrested Arvind Kejriwal ji? I mean, Supreme Court is saying, how can you keep somebody in the jail for 17 months when there is no proof, no trial, no charge sheet being, produced? How can you keep somebody in the jail for 17 months and give him punishment? And it's a dent to the democracy and constitution and anybody's personal liberty. So this is how BJP is trying to curb the opposition. I'll tell you one thing. According to the Ministry of Home Affairs, all the raids that CBI and ED has carried out so far, 95% of them are on the opposition parties, and the conviction rate is just 0.5%. This I have reiterated many a times. Why? This is the narrative. This is how they derail governments. This is how they do house trading. This is how they buy and sell and break and rule.
Okay. That did not answer my question, Hakeem Rizwan Ilahi. That did not answer the question that I had asked you. But let me get Karan Verma to come in on this. Karan Verma, you want to respond to what Mr. Ilahi is saying?
So, the entire narrative, if anything, has been to change the goalpost. I am asking pointed questions on Delhi's governance. Has Yamuna been cleaned in the last 10 years? Yes or no? If there are only 203 schools out of the 1,027
what is the puppet of BJP doing in Delhi? Could you please tell me that? Stop making. I don't want politicians like you who lie to the people, who deceive people.
Tell this person to please mind his language.
Mr. Ilahi, let Karan Verma respond, and Anil Gupta, I'll come to you after this.
If out of 1,027 government schools, only 203 have a headmaster or principal, answer on this. Don't talk about ED and CBI.
Sir, at least we have schools in Delhi. Tell us where you have strong banks. Tell us about UP, where children don't have schools.
Look at this.
What are you talking about? What nonsense are you talking about?
Are you seeing this? They don't want to talk about Delhi's governance model. Talk about education model.
UP? What about UP? You have a CM there.
200 schools have a headmaster.
Yogi. What has he done to the schools, the education model, healthcare system?
I mean,
don't be a puppet of BJP.
Yeah, look at this.
Don't be a puppet of BJP.
Okay, gentlemen, you both made your points. Let me get Anil Gupta to respond. He wanted to come in as well.
The nation.
He's talking about everything under the sun but Delhi's governance.
Okay.
That is where
when the question comes to you, you just want to
Karan Verma and Hakeem Rizwan Ilahi, you've made your point. Let others speak as well, gentlemen.
Shreya, Delhi government has
Let's have a civil debate here. Anil Gupta ji, please go ahead.
Yeah. Shreya, the Delhi government has an annual budget of 77,000 crores.
Sir, they have given free electricity. What are you talking about? I feel like laughing at you people. Seriously.
See, I'm not a person like you. I'm not a person like you who intervene in the debate. Don't laugh at the debate. Be on the points. I'm saying you have a 77,000 crores of rupees and you're doing corruption. Let me explain to you.
Sir, you have criminals in your party. You have criminals in your party.
Sir, you
have sold every public asset. You have sold every public asset.
Participate in a debate. You don't have etiquette.
Where is Adani?
Hakeem Rizwan Ilahi, you've made your point. Nobody intervened that time. Let others make their points. Then you can make your points.
Shreya, I never participated. You are such a you
Mr.
have such a
Elahi,
reputation.
please, you've made your point. Let's have a civil debate here. We're all trying to make our points and put our conversation across. Anil Gupta ji, please go ahead. Mr. Elahi, please don't intervene right now.
See, Delhi government has a budget of 77,000 crores rupees. On average, roughly 1,000 crores comes to each assembly where they have spent. Now, not only Atishi, I'm giving you the biodata of all the ministers. Kailash Gahlot. See, he has not been able to purchase even a e-buses for Delhi. These 1,700 buses were given by the Modi government. Imran Hussain, Food and Supply Minister, lakhs of ration card applications are pending. Not a single ration card has been prepared. Saurabh Bharadwaj, you see the condition of the roads, PWD roads. How much footholds are there? Not any single. Gopal Rai, Delhi has become the most polluted cities in the world. The Yamuna, when it enters Palla, the dissolved oxygen in 8 or 10. Just a minute. When it exits Delhi, the dissolved oxygen 0. The air quality, Delhi has the tag of highest pollution, the red letter of the day of the history, the highest polluting city in the world. And they are talking of the welfare of the citizen, and they are deep neck involved in the corruption. I can debate each and every point. See, in Corona, when
Okay,
people
Anil
were
Gupta, you made
dying,
your point.
Okay.
Okay. Dr. Nikul Patel, all of these conversations are also centering around the fact that Delhi will now see elections in a few months from now. Of course, the Aam Aadmi Party wants it earlier, but the scheduled elections are next year in a few months from now. How do you see that battle really moving ahead, considering that Congress might emerge as a strong player as well in the Delhi elections?
See, definitely over here, Bharatiya Janata Party always try to curse Aam Aadmi Party over the government and governance. But I still remember that 2014, 19, I think 2024, there are 7 members of parliament where people of Delhi have elected those Bharatiya Janata Party member of parliament. I think they don't have any role to play when they start cursing other local government. In Sankalan Samiti, definitely member of parliament are always there and they are not playing the role. That is the first part. Congress will definitely put all the voice that is required for the people of Delhi. And you can see how Sheila Dikshit government had brought Delhi to a phase where you can see right now. And that was the pioneer stones. We will definitely bank on all these things and we'll try to put our own things into the future of the Delhi. Whatever the elections are there, Congress will definitely contest for all the things. And Aam Aadmi Party may be betting on their own governance model, education model, but definitely people of Delhi have realized in the last few years. Let's see what happens, but ultimately it's people of Delhi who will decide the fate of next government.
Absolutely. It's the people of Delhi who will decide, but unfortunately, nobody is listening to the people of Delhi and their problems. But before I wrap up, quickly, Karan Verma, 30 seconds to you. Talking about the Delhi elections, the one thing that is said against the BJP is the fact that they don't have a face in Delhi to portray for the next election. They're not talking about the local issues. All they can talk about is national security and China and Pakistan in local elections.
No, Shreya, I agree with the first part that they don't have a face. They should have had a face, but they are talking about the local issues. I mean, nobody has raised these local issues of late in the last 4-5 months the way BJP is raised, whether it's drainage problems, whether it is RRTS project, whether it's the different corruption scams that have come out of the AAP closet, whether it's cleaning Yamuna. So I think they're raising the right issues. Yes, it would have helped had they had a face. But what's interesting is Dr. Patel, he and AAP were together in it. Now, I think they've struck a different note. It was Congress which first complained about the liquor scam. Then they came together. So people are going to remember that they are convenient friends who came together for saving democracy. And now again, they're striking a different note. So people of Delhi are left with pretty much one option here in Delhi.
Okay, we'll have to see whether they have several options or one option and which of their options is actually listening and doing something about their problems. But we'll leave it there. Karan Verma, Hakeem Elahi, Dr. Nikul Patel and Anil Gupta, thank you very much to all of you gentlemen for joining us on Mirror Now and sharing your perspective.